all eyes on me instead of like just like this.
It's like
Nobody
it's
paying
like-
attention anymore, you know? It's like it's not like it benefits you.
Is this you? For many people, VR is used not just as an escape from reality, but also as a social outlet. Going outside for many people is the most anxiety-inducing, terrible thing they do in their day-to-day. So to be able to talk to people using an avatar so that they don't think about their insecurities is freeing and great. But that anxiety doesn't go away, does it? Jarvis. The other week, Jarvis Johnson, my second most favorite content creator, uploaded a video where he spent a week playing in Mark's Meta Disaster. And he was very much like my target demographic for this video. That anxiety.
What Mark Zuckerberg's Meta Horizon Worlds was perfect at was emulating the social anxiety I feel when I don't belong.
You think in the back of your mind, what if they don't like me?
Everyone seemed to already have friends, and I don't know how they did it.
They won't want to hear my opinion.
It felt like high school, but I had just moved here from out of town.
I don't know them that well. What if it's awkward? When those feelings gnaw at you constantly, you find yourself one day looking through a friends list full of people you never want to speak to. And every public world is a minefield of mixed emotions and anxiety, making you afraid to approach anyone. Eventually reaching a breaking point where you watch a video on YouTube about how to make friends in VR. Alright, Fox, how many friends on VR chat do you have?
I have a little over like 600.
Hello.
And how long have you been playing VR chat?
Probably around 3 years yeah.
A little more than 3 years at this point. I started in May 2020, I think.
4 years, 10,000 hours.
Hello.
Since the games, at least. I don't know how long that is.
July 2020. I got my index kit after close to half a year of waiting. Soon after I lost my job to a global event, I could spend every day in VR, world hopping and making new friends. How? I'm kind of embarrassed by this. The very first friends I made on VR chat was when I was in desktop. I just go up to groups of people and say, hey. After I got VR, that became harder to do so, because being right in people's faces in desktop is easy, but in VR, oh God, it's actually right in your face. So when nobody was on to join and I wanted to meet new people, I would make a new world instance, sit in front of a mirror in full body, and wait for people to join the world and come next to me. It was a different time. I don't miss it. I mean, I do miss not having any responsibilities and getting government checks in the mail every week, month. Having mute femboys cuddle up to you isn't exactly how I would spend my evenings nowadays. But I have a burning suspicion those methods won't work anymore. How did you make friends in VR chat? You see, years have passed, and that description at the start isn't of you, it's of me and Jarvis Johnson. I need a new way to make friends. I need help.
What I would do is I would be like some small, cute avatar sometimes, and I would use my full body because I had a Kinect tracking, and I'd just be very expressive. I try to be like role-playing, get the enticement and entertainment of others to then like me. I do like silly things, like in the Great Pug, just a couple of nights ago, I would pretend to pee in the urinal, wash my hands, and walk out. And if people paid attention and looked at it, then people would usually, think it's funny. I got at least like 2 friend requests that night. So I would just kind of act like the environment is real, per se.
When it comes to being expressive with your body in VR, it's actually quite difficult for me to do. I'm already a stiff as a board white guy who has as much confidence in his body as an obese preteen, so it's not surprising to get the ninja treatment from my friends.
I'm not seeing enough movement.
That being said, the most difficult thing with trying to act as though the environment is real and RPing is space. This is all the space I have for activities. Taking Fox's method to heart, I tried to bartend for a bit, but just like when I used dating apps, everyone pretty much ignored me. Maybe it was a time and place thing, but it just didn't feel right. This is a hit or miss method for making friends, but a 100% hit on how you should approach VR to have a good time. The main issue with these VR social games nowadays is that they're already so established that everyone has settled into their own niches. How do you make friends, Astra?
I don't know. People are attracted to me for some reason. I just exist.
I just off in a world, and if someone happens to talk with me and become friends, then I guess that's that. But it works, so you can do it, man. Just let them come to you.
Exist as you are.
I know Astra kind of said this is a meme, but this honestly might be the best method. If you use an avatar that draws the eyes, and you're expressive in your movement, people will just come up to you.
Did you see this beautiful boy here? He's ketchup.
Yeah,
Do you know,
I love ketchup.
I love ketchup more than mayonnaise.
Not everyone is introverted, and not everyone has trouble making friends. You might, but others don't, and they'll talk to you. They talk to me.
I'm just drunk. I'm just drunk and I love mayonnaise.
Like this one girl who's seen me as a ketchup bottle kept on telling me how much she loved mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? No, I love mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
Who eats mayonnaise potato chips? That's weird.
Yeah, really weird. But I don't get.
If you want to make friends easily, use an avatar that stands out, like ketchup.
No.
Yeah, mayonnaise
like
is
ketchup.
strong male and masculinity.
It's harder now than it was back then. I feel like everyone's more closed off. But I mean, definitely just public hopping. I mean, there's plenty of people who met plenty of people still who public hop like the new worlds mainly. Not like anything like too like overwhelming like in terms of player base. But if you go like to like the new section.
In the past, I got in VR world hopped a lot. Mostly publics, and met people and world hopped with them.
I mean, there's plenty of people that are like community based that hop the new world, so they want to see what's going on. And I've met people through Publix there, but I feel like public hopping is a little bit harder than it was.
No matter what method you choose to make friends, you need to public hop. 90% of worlds just won't be it for you, but sometimes you will find some interesting people. Winter, mute makeout sesh. They're mute, so I'm gonna be mute too. After messing around with them for a bit, my God, one of them invited me over to the bed. They're inviting me over, and wow, oh God, Later that same night, though, I found this really cool kid while taking Polaroid selfies of my ketchup self next to the half-asleep gooners in this sleep world.
Yep, it's even cursor. Hey, bruh. Wanna nose ring? Ketchup. Wanna nose ring?
What's
what
up?
if I was on the fan? If I was on the fan spinning around.
Can you do it?
Whatever you want. Try. See, now I'm hanging on the fan.
It was a wholesome experience with an underage fellow who shouldn't be playing this game. Until this happened.
Best way to get drunk.
What's the best way to get drunk?
I feel cursed. Drinking too much beer.
Kind of beer.
Blue Light. That's a beer.
You got that right.
My dad used to drink it until he passed away. I think he drank too much beer.
Just be a cute femboy, Dara. Just become a cute femboy. Walk up to a mirror, put a girl avatar on, then maybe flirt with someone. Talk a little less boy.
You know, I think I'm good on this one. Maybe you'll find more success than me in this, but yeah, this is I'm good. I'm gonna pass.
The first thing you want to do is you never want to install this video game, and if you do have it installed, you're going to want to uninstall it. You should probably go interact with real human beings, because you're not going to get anything good out of this game. You could download a different game. You could download Rust.
Whip.
You can try to find a clan and become one of their farmers. You can befriend them. If you keep farming for them, eventually they might give you metal tools as opposed to stone tools. Maybe even jackhammers and like salvage tools one day.
Friends, hello. Oh, what?
Oh, you're friendly? Oh, you're friendly? Oh.
But yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Oh, damn. Okay.